Behold, it's me, the CEO of SEO, the resident PGS Transformers expert, as proclaimed by Robert Meyer Burnett, or as most people know me, King Tannic. Hello, and welcome to all my fellow weebs, otakus, imagination connoisseurs, and of course members of this, the Post-Geek Singularity, to another episode of The Otaku Experience, the non-anime news show where we discuss the current goings-on in the anime and manga industry with our very uneducated opinions. Special shout out to Robert Meyer Burnett, Arson, all the great folks at the Burnett Network, and of course you, our viewers, because without you guys, this show would not be possible. First order of business, as part of my intro, and as most of you guys know, I'm a huge Transformers fan. I am the, as proclaimed by Robert Meyer Burnett, the PGS Transformers expert, the resident PGS Transformers expert. Transformers Rise of the Beast comes out next week, dude. I am going to freaking cry. I'm seeing it 1 week from today when I'm filming it, which is Wednesday, May 31st. So I'm seeing it on June 6th at 7 p.m. Dude, by then, this episode of the next episode of the Otaku Experience will be filmed by then, because I'm seeing the movie on Wednesday, which is usually when I film it. I'm going to have to film the Otaku Experience earlier. But just so you know, dude, if we had a Transformers show, I got to convince Rob to let me do a Transformers show. Like not like just an episode. I mean like a series that we do all the time. But anyways, back to the actual anime stuff. You only came here for anime. And of course, that is what we talk about here, as well as stuff that I talk about on my main channel, King Tannic. You can check that out. I just came back from a little 2-week break that I took over there. You guys didn't really notice that over here. We've been consistent over here. But over there, I took a little bit of a 2-week break just to kind of refresh the creative juices. I was honestly feeling a little bit creatively burnt out over there. And so I took a little bit of a break. And now we're back over here on the Otaku Experience and on King Tannic. And I'm very excited to make more videos. So check out the King Tannic YouTube channel, my main channel, if you want to see more of this stupid face. Okay, without further ado, we're just going to hop right into this episode of the Otaku Experience, because, I don't know, I'm excited to see what the heck is happening this week. So first order of business. Delicious in Dungeon Anime reveals teaser trailer, January 2024 premiere, and the cast. I have no idea what the heck this is. It looks really nice. Like, I'm just looking at this image. Let me open this in a new tab. Look at this. Like, that's a really nice high quality image. And if that's coming from the YouTube trailer, do they have a trailer here as well? Oh my god. Okay, wait. I haven't seen this. We're gonna mute it and we're gonna turn off the subtitles because I don't like anime trailers. So I just want to see what it looks like. If the animation looks really solid, this is gonna be like a must watch. Because I already know that I believe it's a manga. Yeah, it's a manga that is based off of is really well regarded. So I'm super excited to see it. It looks really good. Like animation wise, like this looks really nice. When the heck does this come out? This is, winter release, and you're releasing the trailer now, bro? It's way too soon. I would have released this sometime in the fall anime season. Anime trailers, you got to stop promoting your stuff so early in advance. Here I am looking at this, getting all excited, and then suddenly, actually, we'll see you in like 7 months. Dude, we're not even halfway through 2023 yet, and you're already promoting stuff in 2024? Chill out a second. Take a little chillax pill, Studio Trigger. You're starting to make me trigger. I can't make that joke. I can physically make the joke. It's not like I'm not allowed to, but I think I would have to retire if I made that joke. Okay. But yeah, no, in all seriousness, this looks really solid, and it looks really, really cool. And they have a little synopsis here as well. When the young adventurer Laios and his company are attacked and soundly thrashed by a dragon deep in a dungeon, the party loses all its money and provisions and a member. They're eager to go back and save her, but there's just one problem. If they set out with no food or coin to speak of, they're sure to starve on the way. But Laios comes up with a brilliant idea. Let's eat the monsters, slimes, basilisks, and even dragons. None of them are safe from the appetites of these dungeon-crawling gourmands. Yeah, I don't know. This looks pretty funny to me. So I'm guessing this is like a comedy. And they just be eating their way through the freaking dungeon to go and save their friend. You know what? I'm interested, bro. I'm sold. That looks really funny. Oh, man, I'm excited to see that. I just wish that, and I mean, this isn't like the first trailer to do that ever. Like, this isn't like a new thing. There's just a continuous pattern of something, of a trend that I have not been super happy to see in the anime industry. I think that I like what Hollywood's been doing lately, where Hollywood has been shrinking their marketing window for like movies and especially series. With series, sometimes you don't even get a trailer till like 3 months before, if that. Usually it's like 2 months or 1 month before, and they'll be like, hey, this is dropping in like 4 weeks. See you then. And you're like, oh my gosh, let me freaking subscribe to Apple TV or whatever you're doing. But with movies, they've started doing more of a 6 to 7 month window, and that makes sense because it's a theatrical thing. People are gonna have to go to a theater to see that. With anime, I kind of put that in that category as, you know, TV shows on cable or on digital, where I think you should shrink that marketing window to 3 months before, or because that works out perfectly with anime seasons, the next season before. So since this is coming out on January 2024 in the winter 2024 season, gosh, I can't believe we're already talking about that. It's ridiculous. That means that they should start marketing this in fall of 2023, this year. So sometime in October, release your first trailer for that. Or maybe they're trying to get ahead on all like the expos and things, so that way they can do another trailer then. But I don't know. I feel like if you just shrink your window of marketing before the release, you are instantly going to increase how many people, the buzz level, and then how many people go and watch it, right? If something is being marketed for only 3 months and then bam, it's released, and you're like, oh my gosh, that is 3 months of hype building up. If it's all the way out here 7 months, this leads me to think that we might hit a dry spot, you know, halfway through, and then that momentum has to restart, in which case this first trailer becomes completely pointless. Or you know, along the way, and we saw this with Godzilla King of the Monsters back in, what was that, 2019? Jeez. I didn't like that movie, but the marketing campaign, which I really liked, that was like a year in advance. And by the time it got all the way to when the movie came out, people were over it. People just they weren't interested anymore. They were just like, yeah, I've seen the trailers. I don't care. What? Like, oh, that's a movie that hasn't come out yet? What? I feel like that might be the case with this anime. Like, people might be looking at this for the next anime season, or with the fall anime season, or with the winter. I mean, those of us in the anime fold, we're not going to be surprised when this does come out 7 months from now. But for other people who don't really pay attention to release dates, all they're seeing is a trailer for an anime that they might be super interested in watching. And then suddenly it's like, wait, that's not coming out in the next anime season or in the season after that? Why the heck are they promoting this then? And it's like, I really don't know. I mean, I guess maybe that's my hot take. Maybe people really like trailers coming out this early. To me personally, I just kind of wish that just to succeed, just for the studio to succeed, just for the show and everything like that to succeed here. Okay, then we had the Japanese TV animation ranking for this past, it was not the past week, 2 weeks ago, May 8th to May 14th. And the Psycho-Pass anime film earned a 0.7% rating. And I believe that this rating is what percentage of the population in Japan is actually watching this. So 0.7% of the total capacity in Japan is watching this. I may be a little bit wrong there. I don't see any rules here. Okay, here we go. The television ratings are an above estimate of the percentage of the population that watch a given program based on data from a survey of households in Japan's Kanto region. The ratings do not count recordings that viewers watch later. Okay, great. So let me actually take this and let me wait. They have one for the next week. I feel like we should just read this one. Okay, we're just going to read this next one. But while we're doing that, let me look at this up. Japanese Kanto region population. I just want to see how much this is. 43.3 million people. Okay, now let's take that and let's do 0.7 times that, or I guess divided by that would be the right way to do that. I'm not good at math. Where's Taylor Gonzalez when you need him? Divided by 0.7. Okay, here we go. I can't read this. I don't know what this says to me. Anyways, sorry. Okay, I got 61. I don't know how that works, but we're just gonna move on here, and I'll see if I can figure that out later. Okay. So Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba, Swordsmith Village Arc, tops Sazai-san in rankings, and this is actually this past week's rating versus this current week that they're currently doing right now. Okay, so at number 1, they had Demon Slayer, which had 7% of Japanese population watching that, which is how many people are in Japan total? Y'all are going to hate me. You're like, Israel, we don't care about the math. I want to know. I got to look this up. Japanese population, 120, let's just round up to 126, because it's like 125.7. So let's just round up to 126 times 0.7. That's not right. 7%. Oh, 7%. Divided by, I don't know. How do you do freaking percentages? Okay, great. I failed math. Algebra was my worst subject ever. We're just going to move on. We're going to pretend this happened. Erase this. This is a filler episode. This is not canon. This didn't happen. Okay, so that got 7% of the population in Japan. I'm sure I'll figure it out, and if so, I'll put like a number on the screen somewhere here. I'll hide it. I'll disguise it. Actually, it'll probably just be on my face. But Sazai-san, which if you didn't know is actually just a really popular Japanese kids TV show, kind of like Dora or... what else would you put in there? Like Blue's Clues, things like that. Detective, and that got 6.4% of the Japanese population, which shows that there is still a major market for like babysitting programming. Is that what we're calling it? Because I know one of the big things about Disney Plus is that, and something that HBO was trying to do when they turned the streaming service into just Max, and putting different things on there, is that they were trying to maximize the amount of content that is just for kids, and trying to market it as, hey, this is also a kids service. Like you can have this as well, because a lot of adults will be like, what can I get that can just shut up my kid for a couple hours? Or like a babysitter might be like, okay, little Timmy is bothering the heck out of me. Let me flip on freaking Blue's Clues or whatever, And so Disney Plus has been super popular for that, and Max is trying to get in on that as well. Netflix, of course, has Cocomelon, so they're chilling. But that's something that Sazai-san has as well. Detective Conan got 5.3 of the rating. How long has that been going on? I feel like we just talked about it the other week. I know that, but how long has this been going on? I feel like this is all the way back into like almost 30 years. Yeah. 27 years, 1996, bro. I believe this is it. Detective Conan original series. Let me see. Detective Conan. Here we go. Okay, Detective Conan. Okay, so this is the manga. Anime was released. Yeah, 1996. Wow. 23 years. That's insane. Wow. And it's still doing like really, really good. What is... That's crazy. How big that is. Yeah, and this is still being watched by like hundreds of thousands of people. Well, millions of people. This is getting bigger ratings than the freaking Flash, bro. Okay. Maybe that's why they had to end it. Okay, back to this. We have One Piece, which one of the things that I think, especially in the West, is like, bro, you're telling me that millions of people are still freaking watching One Piece over there? Like, you crazy. And it's like, no, bro, like millions of people watch it when it airs. And then you have more people who are watching it, abroad, like on streaming services and things like that, like Crunchyroll or whatever. It's like, bro, how? Like, I'm sitting here like, bro, I'm like scared to start One Piece, let alone like be caught up and be watching it weekly. Like, okay, well, technically, that's not true. Technically, I forgot. I have started One Piece. I'm like 3 chapters in on the manga. I haven't read anything in months. It's horrible. It's terrible. All right, then we had Doraemon, which a lot of this is kids. Kids programming might be like maybe like a little derogatory depending on how you want to hear that. But I guess family friendly, more younger oriented audiences. I don't know how you would say that, but Doraemon is in here, and that had 2.9% of the Japanese audience watching it. Mix season 2. I don't even know what that is. What the heck is Mix, bro? I actually don't know what Mix is. Mix anime. What is this? Mix Macy's story. What the? Mix is a Japanese basketball themed manga series written and illustrated by Mitsuru Adachi. 30 years after Tatsuya and Kai's not only their appearance in championship at the National High School Baseball Championship, a pair of highly talented stepbrothers Toma and Shoichiro Tachibana bring the possibility of a return to Koshin as they learn the messy high sports heritage of their fathers. I know what you're thinking, Israel. We couldn't see any of that because you forgot to change the screen. No, I didn't. Forget that ever happened. All right, here we go. And this has been going on for, it looks like 4 years now. And that's a few episodes. Okay, I don't even know what this is. Is it any good? It looks like it is. Oh yeah, it looks like not many people are watching it. But it looks like from the people that are watching, it looks like it's not too bad. Oh, looks like the second season dips off in quality. Never mind. Yeah, the first season had like a 7-something. The second season had this to say for it. So yeah, we don't we won't watch that. Okay. Then we had Soaring Sky Pretty Cure, which is probably another thing. Yeah, another kid show. So a lot of these are kids programming that people are watching on TV. I'm assuming to just turn stuff on. And then Oshiri Tante or Butt Detective. Y'all remember that episode of The Amazing World of Gumball where Richard, the dad, was like, "I'm Mr. Butt." Great, hilarious. And then we had Gigantosaurus season 2 with 1.7. Wow, so a lot of kids content up there, and then Demon Slayer. I guess that's the only anime that like has people like watching it. You know, okay. I'm sure that there's like many other anime. Like if this list were to keep going into like the 20s, I'm sure there'd be other anime that we actually are watching, like, you know, maybe like Oshinoko or other things like that. But yeah, it's cool to see how this is all playing out. Oh no! Speaking of Transformers, oh no. Transformers 1 animated prequel film delayed to September 2024. Oh, I'm done. Look at this. We're done, Optimus. We're done. Let me just, I'll hold this as I read this next topic. We just hold you up. So we can read this together. Prime. Okay. Film delayed from July 19, 2024 to September 13th, 2024. Okay, so it's only a few month delay. They're making this big old deal. I was like, it got delayed by a year. Okay, never mind. Sorry, Prime. That's not that big of a deal. Okay. Entertainment news website Deadline reported on Wednesday that the premiere of Transformers 1, the new animated film prequel to Transformers franchise, will be delayed to September 13th, 2024. The film was first announced to premiere on July 19th, 2024, and then they talk about the stupid freaking casting. Okay. Yeah, okay, that's not too bad. Obviously, with the writer's strike, I think they're assuming that the writer's strike is probably not going to go on for that much longer, maybe to the end of summer, in which case they can still turn around this production. Yeah, and then they talk about how Transformers Rise of the Beast, first live action franchise. Okay, great. Okay, so nothing here. Okay, why the freak are we talking about this? I thought this was a big story. I was like, oh, Transformers delayed. No, not that big of a deal. Okay. Then we had, what the heck is this? Oh, look at that. Kyoto Animation to erect 2 memorials to honor victims of arson attack. This July will mark 4 years. Oh, I guess let me give some context. If you don't know, we talked about this a little bit last week because they announced when the verdict would be given to the suspect on trial for the arson attack. Back in... Was it 2019? I think it was. Kyoto Animation, Arson. Yeah, it was back in July of 2019. Where someone came in, took the lives of 36 people and 35 who were also injured, including himself. So a total of 72. Yeah, 72 people total being injured, and half of those people were actually killed. And it was horrible. The studio was, let me just see if I can find it. KyoAni Arson. Let me see if I can find this. Yeah, right there. Yeah, I mean, you see this, and Really, really just horrible stuff. People suck, bro. But it looks like they're going to put up 2 memorials to honor the victims of the arson attack, which is really, really cool. This July will mark 4 years since the Kyoto Animation arson attack, which took the lives of 36 employees. Shortly after the attack, Kyoto Animation president Hideaki Hata made a commitment to memorialize and honor those whose lives were lost while creating art enjoyed by people around the world. After issues arose from where Studio One was located, a quaint neighborhood in Kyoto South, the animation studio finally announced its intentions to build a memorial site. According to Kyoto Animation's lawyer, the first memorial site will be erected near Kyoto Animation's headquarters in Uji City, rather than on the site of the first arson attack in Fushimi, Kyoto. The headquarters were only a short stop train away from the site of Studio One and within a 10-minute of walking distance. The plan is to have the first memorial in a public space as a reminder of the incident, honoring the victims, and thanks for the support from people around the world. The first site is planned to be open in July 18, 2024, with the current staff of Kyoto Animation encouraged to submit design plans. A committee with families of the victims and the staff from Kyoto Animation will be set up in July to organize a memorial site and work with the local government. A second memorial site will be erected in the space where Studio One once was, and will be a private memorial within a new building that will be used for business purposes by Kyoto and will not be open to the public. And then they talk a little bit about what happened. Wow. Well, that's amazing that they're about this memorial, and how there'll be 2 memorials. One will be for the public where people can go and give their respect. And the second one, they said, will be placed where Studio One was. And I assume that's more for the people that they knew, like coworkers, like employees, that or to many of them, probably friends. Who they knew personally, and I assume that maybe families would also be there to be able to go in and look at that as well, like immediate family members and things like that. I could be wrong, but yeah. And then they also, I just love that they have one where like people can come and like see it, and I like that they're having like the families of the victims and some of the staff being involved to help, to help, to be involved in the memorial. And I think that's really, really cool. That's really nice. That's really heartwarming and very awesome to hear, because that was, oh man, I can't freaking, that day was such a thing for me. And Kyoto Animation, if you didn't know, is my favorite anime studio. They've made things like Clanad, like A Silent Voice, Dragon Maid, different things like that. Many, many others that I'm just blanking off the top of my head. They're my favorite studio. I think that they've done consistently amazing. It's like the first decade and a half of Pixar, where like everything was just a straight banger. It was like that. I think that they're just unmatched in the anime fold in terms of quality. When it comes to like animation, I think Kyoto would probably be in probably my top 3. But then there's things like MAPPA, Wit is probably in there. Cloverworks, I could probably see an argument for things like that, where in terms of animation. But yeah, man, I just love mainly the themes that Kyoto decides to get the licenses for. Like all of the stuff that they get the licenses for is always just like the most heartfelt, gut-wrenching stuff. And it's so sad, but I'm a sad person. So, no, I'm not. But when as your person whose favorite film of all time is Titanic, I think I just must really like sad stuff. So that's really awesome. It looks like Mushoku Tensei got another trailer, season 2. Ooh, look at that. This is a really nice visual. Let me see this. Oh, nice. Yeah. I don't know who this is. Is that his sister? I think that's his sister. I don't know who any of these people are. He looks mad. Maybe an antagonist for an arc or something like that. I'm someone who has not read the light novel that this is based off of. I assume that's his sister, though. I forget her name, but Rudy is being aged up. Hopefully he's a bit more mature this time around. And then did they have a trailer here? I don't see a trailer. Do I got to look it up? You know, I would hope that, you know, Anime Corner, when they make an article, would be able to post the trailer in question. Mushoku Tensei Season 2 trailer. Let me just do that. And did I find it? Oh, here we go. All right, that works. Okay, let's see. Once again, no audio. Don't want to get copyrighted. But looks nice. I like the themes. I like the dialogue. It looks like it's going to be a lot darker. Just skimming around. Ooh. What was that? Oh, wow. Oh, you can see how he's still dealing with, like, Eris is, like, I guess, her leaving him and things like that. Oh, man. There's the elf person. Oh, man. I have faith. If you didn't know who I was when this show was coming out, or if you don't watch my channel, whatever, things like that. Mushoku Tensei was it was a weird show for me. There were parts of it that I loved. Like, I loved maybe the final, like, 5 episodes. I really liked the first, like, 10. But then everything in the middle, and when I say those final episodes, I mean, it was one season split into 2 cores, so overall it was probably like 23 episodes or something like that. The second half of core 2 and like the first 80% of core 1, I think ranges from good to fantastic. Everything else in the middle, awful, hate it, terrible, so bad. And I don't know what that is. I tried to, I talked about it a lot in my fall 2021. I think it was 2021, fall 2021 seasonal review. And I thought that it was just really weird. It was just all over the place. But the moments when it was great, it was great. And I was hoping that based on how the show ended and like where characters ended off and leading into what their journeys would be in the second season, it seemed to me like it was really going to be a much more serious story for the second one, a much darker one, a much darker story. And that made me very excited because I liked it when Mushoku Tensei got those really serious, dark moments. And those subject matters that can be very uncomfortable that they're not afraid to deal with. And sometimes that can be a good thing, and sometimes that can be a really bad thing. But they've been shown that they're not afraid to go and do stuff. And so I'm excited for season 2. I'm cautiously optimistic. Hopefully, I think it's going to be, I honestly do. I think it's going to be a really good season. And hopefully I'm not wrong, or else you'll hear me complain about it every week for 12 weeks straight. Okay, here we go. What the heck is going on here? Okay. Then they did, we got a new One Piece poster. Ooh, One Piece poster, because the CBR link's not working that I clicked on. Live action. Okay, here we go. Is this it? With the boat? I can't, with the boat, I think? Maybe? No? These look like the same poster. Oh, here we go. I found it on Reddit. Is this the poster? Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I assume this means something if you're a One Piece fan. Okay, there you go. There's your One Piece news for the week. Now shut up. You sick, needy. Yeah. Okay, I should just be quiet. Okay, here we go. Next thing, I'm trying to see what the news is. Okay, here we go. Ooh, wait, we had a Bleach trailer? I didn't know we got a Bleach trailer. Ooh, this season's gonna be fire. Let's see. Yo, where? Oh, there's the trailer. Okay, great. Because I thought the first season of Thousand Year Blood War, oh my gosh, it was so good. And I'm so excited for this. It's gonna be fire. Okay, let's see. Ooh. Yeah. Oh snap! Yeah, we got the fight between the Soul Society and what the heck is he called? The Quincy's. Oh, I think it's gonna be fantastic. fantastic. It looks great, obviously. I mean, what the freak else did we expect? But no, it genuinely, Bleach has gotten so fantastic. I liked Bleach all the way through. There were some parts like the Arrancar arc and things like that where I was just kind of like, this is like actually like kind of middies. But other than that, like I think that the original Soul Society arc is pretty good. I thought that the last arc kind of, like maybe 2/3 of the way through kind of got a little crazy. But I thought that was really solid because I liked how toned down it was. It sounds like I don't like Bleach because I'm listening to myself now. I haven't. Okay, that's not true. I was going to say I haven't disliked an arc in Bleach. I disliked like one arc. I forget the freaking name of it, but it was the one where they went into Hueco Mundo. I can't stand those people in Hueco Mundo. I thought they were horrible. And everybody's like, oh my gosh, Israel, you have bad takes. Those are the greatest people. What the freak is that girl's name who always cries when she sees Ichigo? Ridiculous. She needs to shut up. She needs to die. I hope that the Quincy's make her a public sacrifice in this next part. 10 out of 10 if they do that. Best anime I've ever seen. But in Thousand Year Blood War Part 1, I thought it was fantastic. I thought that it was darker, and I talk about this in the fall 2022 anime seasonal review, where I was like, dude, from the first scene, I was like, this is obviously Bleach, like it feels like Bleach, but it feels like so much darker in tone, and in the way that they were going for like different shots in the animation, I was like, dude, this is like, it's the same. It's clearly the same because I binged the original Bleach going into Thousand Year Blood War. And so I one day was watching the original Bleach and the next day I was watching Thousand Year Blood War. And it was a seamless transition, but it was like darker. Like I felt it. I was like, oh my gosh, the world's going to end. And then like, I mean, at this point you should have seen it. I'm not going to say who, but so many people freaking die. So many main characters from previous seasons die in like the first few episodes. I was like, oh my gosh, what are they doing? It was so good. It was so fantastic. But, yeah, I'm super excited for this next season. I think it's going to be great. Ooh, we had a new Eminence and Shadow trailer. And it comes out in October. Let's go. I mean, I haven't finished the first season of Eminence and Shadow. I need to finish that. But okay, here we go. They already got a teaser trailer going. Nice. I'm surprised they're releasing this the same year that the first season ended. I would have expected they would wait till like next year. I guess this is airing 1 year after the first season started. So that works. I don't even know what the heck is happening. I don't know who these characters are. It looks like we got new villains. Good. Like that. And I can't really talk about because I don't know what happens in the first season. I honestly shouldn't even be watching this trailer, but it's fine. I think that the first season of Eminence and Shadow was great. It's like shonen done right and like isekai done right, where like they just play. It's like the first season of Misfit of Demon King Academy. If you didn't see that, basically, it's where they just play on all the tropes and they go so extreme into the tropes that it goes past bad to then satire all the way back into good again. Like I don't know how they freaking do it, but they just press in to these really old and stale tropes by now, but they do it so hard and with so much character and with so much obviously like love for the genre that they're in and like paying homage to it that it ends up being good again, and it's just really interesting here. What the heck happened here? Is this what I think it is? No, it's not. Okay, never mind. I thought we were about to talk about a different story, but no, it wasn't what I thought it was. The Super Mario Brothers movie has become the fastest Hollywood animated film to reach over 10 billion yen in Japan ever. And that is $74 million, which is pretty great. Thank you. It's pretty great. And I like the Mario movie. I think it's now the second highest grossing animated film ever. I think it just passed Frozen. It's like 1.2, 1.3, somewhere around there, $1 billion. Freaking fantastic box office run. It's been doing great. Sticking to box office, it looks like the first Slam Dunk broke more records, and it broke freaking Weather With You. I'm done again. I'm freaking done. What? Hold on. Optimus, let me put you back. done. This is ridiculous. How are you going to top the best anime film of all time like that? You better be fantastic, bro. That's all I got to say about that. But, okay, so here we go. The first time dunk has 14.33 billion yen, about $102.1 million in Japan as of Sunday. Not worldwide. It just did it in Japan. Oh, I don't care. Okay, I guess we've opened it, so we'll entertain it. Okay, $105 million in Japan. No, that's Suzume. Where's the freak did Weather With You do? I don't know how much it did in Japan. It's not telling me. And we're not going to look into it. Yeah, screw you. Okay. Okay, I was about to start talking and then I coughed. Okay, here we go. Don't swallow your spit, everybody. Suzume filmed in theatrical run in Japan with $14.79 billion yen total in box office earnings. We talked about this a few weeks ago. We talked about how Suzume was ending its box office run in Japan and what my predictions were. I predicted around 100. It was 320. What am I talking about? Yeah, no, 320 something worldwide. And I forget where I predicted it to be in Japan, but it's fine. It looks like it did really well. About $105 million in Japan total, which looks really good. A worldwide gross of 173. I'm assuming that just means international, not actual like worldwide. Because worldwide, I'm fairly sure is much higher. Let me actually just look it up. Let me go to the numbers. The numbers. Okay, and then let me find Suzume. Because Suzume, I believe, was in the 300s. I'm not an idiot, am I? Like, I lived that. Okay, so I predicted it would do like 323. It did 321.5, which, let's be honest, isn't a bad thing, obviously. I was within $1.5 million of being right. But I really thought that they were going to push it. I mean, I don't live in Japan, so I didn't see what the marketing was like. I didn't see if they did like a final push. But I assumed they would, and I assumed that people would have turned out for that. But hey, Suzume, another big success for Shinkai. And I'm sure that, his next film will be greenlit without anyone even listening to what he has to say. They'll just be like, okay, we'll make it. He's like, I didn't even pitch it to you. We don't care. We'll make it. Because he just prints the money. What is this? Cygames Pictures announces original mecha anime directed by Masami Obari. Who the heck is Masami Obari? What has he done? I assume that they would pick him for doing them. I don't know if it's a him. Let me see. Who the freak is this? Masami Obari. Yo, my anime list said who? They don't know who it is. Okay, here we go. Oh, so he's done things like, oh, wow. Super Robot Wars, Fatal Fury. He's done some Gundam stuff. Wow. Yeah, he's definitely experienced. So I okay, you know what? Never mind. I stand corrected. Looks like they got like a little teaser here. I don't know if there's a full-on trailer or anything. Let's see. And let me look up Cygames a little bit as that's playing. Let me see some stuff that they've done. Because I'm kind of blanking right now. Cygames. Let's see. They've done 36 anime. And what are some of those anime? Oh, they've done Made in Abyss. And Uma Musume. Yo, this finna be a must-watch, maybe? Bang, 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 Bravern. Hey, man. Like, maybe? Maybe must-watch? Maybe? Maybe? Yo, it looks kind of good. Like, so far, so good, bro. It has an experienced director who's directed stuff like this before. And it has a studio who's done a lot of really good stuff. This might be a W, bro. Like, I might be really excited. When is this planning to come out? It doesn't have anything of when a release date might be. Okay, well, never mind. I mean, I'm assuming that it's probably going to be at some point, possibly in winter. Is what I'm thinking, because they just announced it. So maybe even a year out. Maybe we're looking at like a freaking a spring next year release, or maybe even summer. Oh gosh, that'd be horrible if it was that long. All right. Oh wow, what? Oh my gosh, no way. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse film gets a manga spinoff about Doc Ock in a schoolgirl's body. Peak, bro. We made it. I'm reading this instantaneously. Shueisha and Marvel Entertainment announced on Tuesday that the upcoming Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse film will have a spin-off manga titled Spider-Man Octopus Girl, with a story and art by the duo behind My Hero Academia Vigilantes manga, Hideyuki Furuhashi and Betancourt. The manga will launch in Shueisha's Shonen Jump manga app on June 20th. Oh man, and look, yeah, you can even tell. You can tell this is My Hero manga, people. The manga story begins when iconic villain Dr. Octopus falls into a coma. When he awakens, he finds himself inhabiting the body of a Japanese middle schooler, Otoha Okutamiya. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse is sequel to... Yeah. We know. We freaking know. Oh my gosh. Luckily, I have Shonen Jump. For the rest of you, got to get Shonen Jump. I wonder if they'll like have like this in there, because I remember... What the freak was the girl's name? There was an anime girl in the first one, like a Japanese girl. What the freak was her name in Spider-Man Across the Into the Spider-Verse? Into the Spider-Verse anime girl. Was it Penny Parker? Yeah, Penny Parker. Yeah, this girl. Yeah, Penny Parker. Yeah. I was bitten by a radioactive spider. I'm from New York in the year 3145. I have a psychic link with a spider who lives inside my father's robot. We're best friends forever, bro. Dude. And I mean, especially from what we've been hearing, like the reviews for Across the Spider-Verse have been fantastic. And the first one was fantastic, won an Oscar. I think it's going to be fantastic. The new movie, as well as this thing. I have complete faith in whoever is doing this, whoever greenlit this. Like, it already looks good. It's coming from a franchise that I think is gonna, when it's said and done, I think will end up cementing itself as like maybe the best comic book movie trilogy of all time. So that's really interesting to see. And look at this. Speaking of Shueisha, because they just did something with the Spider-Man thing, they were involved in that. They just launched they are launching a vertical manga scrolling service called Jump Toon in 2024. Shueisha announced that it will debut a new vertical scrolling manga service named Jump Toon in 2024. The company aims to produce hit manga in the vertical manga format, leveraging its industry knowledge in traditional format manga. Like, where you just straight up just keep scrolling instead of like tapping or swiping. But I don't know why. I mean, I get it, maybe like to get money, obviously, because they're a company. But at the same time, like, why not? Why hasn't Shonen Jump just done something like that? Like, why not just? Maybe they do have that. Maybe it's been a while since I've opened my Shonen Jump. But I feel like Shonen Jump will just add this. You know, it's kind of like when Snapchat was made, and then YouTube and Twitter and everybody started putting like stories on their stuff. And then TikTok came out and got famous, and then Reels came out on Instagram, and Shorts came out on YouTube, and different things like that. I just feel like Shonen Jump will then add it, and then no one will move over. But I could be wrong. It's got a ways to go before it launches. So it'll be really interesting to see how that plays out. I honestly don't really know what to make of that right now. But that's fine. What is this? Top selling manga in Japan by series 2023 first half. Blue Lock sells $8 million or 8 million copies after anime. This list covers sales of physical copies surveyed from November 21st, 2022 to May 21st, 2023. Blue Lock sold 8 million copies. Physical copies. Chainsaw Man sold 4.4 million copies. Slam Dunk 4.2, Jujutsu Kaisen 3.7, almost 3.8, One Piece 3.5, and these are physical copies. So this means that, and I'm assuming this means that it's probably not 8 million people bought something, but rather it's probably a few million people bought a few different copies. And then, it ultimately came out to that. But that's crazy. Do they have another one? Or is there like a... I don't know. Let me just look into this. Oh, okay. Okay, here we go. Top selling manga in Japan by volume. Okay, so this is by series total. Okay, by volume, 2023 first half. One Piece 105 sells 1.76 million. Jujutsu Kaisen sells... I guess this is how many volumes they have. Jujutsu Kaisen sells 1.5. And then they have another one. The second volume. Okay, I got it. Sorry. Buffering. Sorry. Okay, here we go. 1.3 million in sales. Spice Family did 1.1. Tokyo Revengers. Wow. Okay, and then we got down here where we have these anime that are kind of out of... Okay, so it seems like to me, whichever anime... Unless you're like in the mainstream manga, right? It seems to me whichever anime is in like really big, and obviously now that I think about this, it's like a duh Israel, but I guess I never really thought about this. But whatever anime is going right now, that's probably the biggest manga, or that's one of. And so I assume Chainsaw Man, I mean, yeah, we talked about it in the early stages of the Otaku experience. Like that Chainsaw Man was in the top all the time. And now it's kind of gone down a bit to number 7, while One Piece, with the Netflix and with the movie that just came out, and they're in like a really cool arc apparently in the anime, that's going up. Spy Family is obviously a phenomenon. Jujutsu Kaisen season 2 is about to come back, so these are going up. Wow, that's crazy. Is there any other stuff that they have here? Oh, they have light novels. Oh, bro, we're just finna read all of this, aren't we? Okay, so they have light novels. Top selling light novels in Japan by series 2023 first half. So The Angel Next Door Spoils Me Rotten sold almost 400,000 copies. Suzume. Oh, Shinkai always does a light novel adaptation of his movies. Suzume did 3.7, bro. Everybody is like, bro, we're tired of waiting for the physical release. I'll read the book. Give me the book. We'll order the book. Fair, bro. I should probably read that. I wonder if he changes anything or anything like that. I've never done that because I've seen that he did that with Your Name and Weathering with You. And, things for other anime original movies have been adapted. And I wonder if they do like any changes at all, or if it's all like... just like basically just the script, or if there's any like little variations that he does there. Novel Blue Lock, 213,000. Ayla Sometimes Hides Her Feelings in Russian, which is getting an anime adaptation here in a bit, so that's probably why that's going up. A little over 204,000. Classroom of the Elite Year 2, 183,000. The Apothecary Diaries, it just keeps going. Wow. Okay, wow, that's interesting. And then light novels by volumes. This was by series total. This is by volume. And then we had Suzume by volume sell 247,000. Then they had another one. It looks like they have different variations of it. So this is the paperback, and then, or the Bunko trade paperback, and this is the regular paperback. This sold 122. Blue Lock. Looks like these are... Oh, these are two different novels, and it looks like they're pretty close in sales as well. 114 and 99,000 each for Blue Lock. So yeah, Blue Lock's been killing it in this first half, which is probably why Crunchyroll made Blue Lock real and is doing like a stupid Blue Lock thing, like a real Blue Lock like competition. It's ridiculous. Then, oh my gosh, speaking of Suzume or Shinkai. Shinkai's The Garden of Words anime film gets global stage play adaptation. Okay, my first response is, why? Why? But then my second response is, of course. You know what I mean? And it must be way easier to do, I guess, Garden of Words than like the supernatural stuff, like Weathering with You or anything like that. But I guess they do like Demon Slayer and things like that, so maybe not. On this day in 2013, before we would go on to create, okay, yada, yada, yada. Oh, so wow, it's like a 10-year anniversary thing that they waited to announce. Yeah, 10 years. Sheesh. Is he going to be involved at all in the production of it? Like, is he going to be helping out with the script or anything? Or are they just going to straight up just adapt the script 1-to-1? I wouldn't be surprised if they do that, because a lot of these plays are doing that. A lot of these plays actually are just straight up dubbing the or they're dubbing the onstage actors with the anime. Like, I watched a clip of I believe it was the Sword Art Online play. I know, but it was a Sword Art Online play that they did. And Kirito and Klein were talking, and I was like, wow, they're doing really good impersonations of the anime actors. And then I was like, I listened to it for like 10 more seconds, and I was like, no, that's just straight up Yoshitsugu Matsuoka as Kirito. Like, bro, like, can we have the actors act maybe? But I don't know. And so maybe they'll just do that here, where the people will just be like lip reading. I don't know. I don't know, bro. I don't know. This is ridiculous. It looks like there's another manga service coming out by Kodansha. Kodansha's K-manga service launches for browsers. Oh, is this like a pre-existing thing that I've never heard of before? On May 10th, there's approximately 400 titles and 60 cool, I guess, bro. But I have freaking Shonen Jump, which is like $3, so I'll just keep that if it's all the same. Okay, it looks like that's all the news for this week. So I guess let's go and check on over all of the ratings for this week. Okay, here's my predictions. Okay, here's my predictions. It's going to be Oshinoko and Demon Slayer and Hell's Paradise in the top. Those are my predictions. Here we go. I will start with anime trending, as we always do. Okay. Here we go. Okay, so at number 1, of course, Oshinoko. 2 weeks at number 1. This episode was freaking fantastic, and I loved it. It's so good. They delayed, I guess they didn't delay it, but because the average anime season is like 12 to 13 weeks long, this anime is only scheduled for 11 episodes, and I think that they're probably just going to take a break purely just to fill in, the time of the season. So that's 2 weeks at number 1. Tengoku Daimakyo went up 1 spot to number 2. Hell's Paradise went up 1 spot to number 3. Okay, I was expecting a Demon Slayer in here, and where is that? That's all the way at number 9. Okay, but Tengoku Daimakyo up in here, I'll take it. I've heard that that's really good as well. I just haven't started it. At number 4, we have Skip and Lover, which went down 2 spots from number 2 because these two pushed it out. Then we have Mobile Suit Gundam, The Witch from Mercury, Season 2, which is back into the top 10. Insomniacs After School at number 6, 2 weeks at number 6. Insomniacs After School is fantastic. The Dangers in My Heart went up 2 spots to number 7. Why Raeliana ended up at the Duke's Mansion has spent 2 weeks at number 8. Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba Swordsmith Village Arc has went down 4 spots. Jeez, Demon Slayer. Must have been a mid-episode. And then Kubo-san Will Let Me Be Invisible is a new entry into the top 10. It looks like this is its first time because it's back. We're glad to have you back, Kubo. I've seen I think it was 1 or 2 episodes of it, maybe even 3 of it back in winter before. Once it got delayed, I stopped watching. I was like, I'll just wait, But it was really, really cute. I recommend everybody go check that out. Then we have the Anime Corner one right here. And looks like, okay, so we have Oshinoko at the same rank at number 1, of course, with the same freaking image because it's a fantastic episode. And that's the image that's melded in everyone's freaking brains. Then we have The Dangers in My Heart, which went up 3 spots from rank 5 to rank 2. It got 7.1% of the vote, and I probably forgot to mention it like I always do. Oshinoko got 10.83% of the vote. Dang! Dude, what? I don't think we've ever seen a vote that high, bro. What the? At least since we've been doing this show. Like, that's fantastic. Everybody must have been like, bro, best episode, bar none. It was great. Fantastic. At number 3, we have Tengoku Daimakyo, which went up 4 spots from rank 7 to rank number 3. And that got 6.88% of the vote. Loving Yamada-kun at level 999 went up, or didn't go up at all. It stayed at the same rank at number 4, got 5.59% of the vote. Hell's Paradise went down 3 spots from rank 2 to rank number 5 and got 5% of the vote flat. Vinland Saga Season 2 stayed at number 6 for another week and got 3.79% of the vote. Demon Slayer went down 4 spots, just like with anime trending. So this leads me to think that maybe this episode wasn't the greatest. Went down from number 3 to number 7 and got 3.74% of the vote. Dr. Stone New World went up 6 spots from rank number 14 to number 8, got 3.58% of the vote. This is what happens when you talk fast. You're like, I need to speak, but your body's like, I also need to like swallow spit like a normal human being. And I'm like, no. Okay, anyways, went up 4 spots from number 13 to number 9. I got 3.3% of the vote. And then Kubo Won't Let Me Be Invisible stayed at number 10 and got 3.06% of the vote. Glad to see it in both of these lists. And guys, that's going to do it for this week's episode of the Otaku Experience. Once again, shout out to Robert Meyer Burnett, all the great folks at the Burnett Network, and of course you, the viewers, for making the show possible. If you want to see me and all the stuff I'm doing, I am now back on King Tannic over there. I took a little bit of a 2-week break, and now we're back making content once I just binge all this anime that I'm currently behind on. You'll see what I'm talking about if you go over and watch the latest video over there. Yeah, thanks so much for watching this. If you want to keep watching stuff on the Burnett Network, we have so many great shows on here covering all different topics of the pop culture fan zeitgeist. We have Robert Meyer Burnett doing great shows like Robservations, doing Let's Get Physical Media with Theater Bastion. Probably this weekend, either Friday night or Saturday sometimes. He does Midnight Musings with the great RM and Lael Rockwell. Speaking of RM, she does her own stuff like Ladies of the PGS and other stuff throughout the week. She does a lot of gaming over on her own channel, Positive Fandom. We got Lana Ewan, who is now doing Lana Ewan's Burnett Network Reviews, where she talks about a lot of horror and scary stuff. I can't watch it because I'm a scaredy cat. And then we have DJ over there doing Architects of Imagination. So much more. We have Roberto doing Que Pasa PGS. And I feel so bad if I'm blanking on anybody. Oh no. If I'm blanking on someone, I'm so sorry. But yeah, there's so much going on in the Burnett Network, and it's just continuing to expand. Rob's got a panel show coming. It's going to be fantastic. And yeah, thank you so much for watching this episode of the Otaku Experience, everybody. I've been Israel King, or King Tannic, as most people know me, and I will see you guys next week.